Hi everyone, this is Amy Riccardi and I'm the CEO of HCM2020. I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to explain to you a little bit about the history of our business and what we do now and how we work with our current clients so that you have a better sense of who we are and what we do. So back in the summer of 2001, I had finished working for a small consulting firm working with associations in the e-learning space, and had worked for a trade association and a big management consulting firm before that, and started Amy Smith Consulting in August of 2001, just before September 11th. Many of my association clients after September 11th came to me and said, hey, we're really interested in putting online content out there because people aren't going to be traveling to conferences anymore or as much as they used to. And we have a lot of content we need to get out in response to September 11th. And so we created the company before that actually, and really did focus on e-learning and education strategy for associations and nonprofits as well as commercial companies. And grew that business quite extensively over the years. Co-published and co-authored a great book in the association space called Always Done It That Way, 101 Things We Want to Change About Associations, and did a lot of public speaking around education and training. In 2008, went through a divorce and went and did a couple of startups for two different companies around the human capital arena, which was really just kind of emerging. But had some really amazing experiences during that time, learning how to do much bigger scale projects, multi-million and multi-billion dollar projects for both federal and commercial organizations, and global projects as well, which really were fantastic experiences for us as a company and for me personally. In 2011, I decided to go back out on my own and rebranded the original company from Amy Smith Consulting to HCM 2020 to reflect the much broader perspective of work that we have experience doing. So you can actually go on our website and check out our client list. It has all kinds of associations of varying kinds and sorts, commercial companies as well as federal agencies that we've done a lot of work for over the years. And so you can see that we've got, great depth and breadth of experience with different kinds of organizations. But the big question is, well, what kind of work do you really do? We are, and I do truly value the fact that we are, and I am in particular, a trusted, neutral third party working with CEOs and executive teams to help them get really clear on their vision of their organization and help them drive the results they're looking for. And we do that focused around change, innovation, and growth. So organizations that are really looking to make changes, to take their organization from where they are now to where they want to be, but they're maybe not sure how to do that. Helping them get clear on that vision, get the right people in the right seats, and make sure you've got the right teams of people and the most efficient teams of people to help with that, as well as tracking the right data and information to measure success, are part of what we do. We also help with issues management and dealing with issues and problems within the organization that can uniquely be solved by having that neutral third party involved. And we also help work with business processes and getting those streamlined and articulated so that you can use those in both kind of your own sales process as well as internally with your teams so that people understand exactly how you want things done so that you can scale your organization or scale your business up. And finally, this kind of big piece of this is really helping to create traction so that we're not in your organization for a really long-term period of time, but we're in your organization long enough to help you create the change, innovation, and growth you want to create, and then create the internal infrastructure to support that long-term. And that's really the traction piece that we really love. I am known, and very well known, to be a total straight shooter. And I value that because as a CEO of a company, I understand how hard it is to get really straight and honest advice. Sometimes the people that work for us have really great intentions, but they tell us what they think we want to hear. And my role as a strategic advisor is to really come in and help you understand very clearly how I see things from that neutral third party perspective based on the data and information that we have at hand. And we have the ability to gather, I think, more depth of information and more valid and trustworthy information because we are a neutral third party, and our teams and our staff are fantastic at being able to gather that information. So that's a little bit more about what we do. I do a lot of public speaking. I do conferences and seminars, workshops, and things of that sort. But I spend a lot of time in small group sessions with executive teams, working with them either the executive one-on-one or leadership together as a group to really help advance what they're doing. We do that through a couple of different tools that we have, and I'm very big on both big strategy and big picture thinking and really helping push that in an organization, but also providing tactical, hands-on proven tools that you would use to help implement and move the ball forward. And I think that's really important, that it's both the balance of both strategy that we work on as well as practical tools and practical implementation. So it's kind of this blend of both of those worlds. My goal is not to be with your organization for years and years to come like some consulting firms are, but really to get in for as long as you need us to help you get your organization to the point where they can self-sustain and move forward with whatever it is you're trying to get done. So whether or not it's working with your board to get clear on the vision of where you want to be, helping your executive team take that vision and help implement it and create the plan to help implement it, or if it's, you've got a team, you just can't figure out what's going on with them and why they're not as high performing as they should be. Or maybe it's that you want someone to come in and take a look across the entire organization as a neutral third party and evaluate everything that's going on within it to help drive things forward and provide the best practices and advice on where we think you should be going and where we think you should be focused. Or, if you're an association or nonprofit, taking a look at your membership base and where you could be and where your industry or profession is going, and then help you refocus that energy in those areas. So it's kind of this broad base of both human capital and organizational practical experience that we bring to the table in a kind of fun, dynamic, yet data-driven way to really help you get where you want to go. And so that is what HCM 2020 is all about, is this trusted, neutral third party that helps you with change, innovation, and growth. We wish you a lot of success in your efforts, and reach out to me if you have any questions or you're curious. I'd love to just sit down and have a conversation with you or grab coffee or lunch and just talk a little bit more about what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and see how we might be able to help. Again, it's Amy Riccardi, and I'm the CEO of HCM 2020. I hope this has been helpful to you, and I look forward to meeting you.